Okay, so we're going to be solving equations. Now, part number 5 has got a mixture of different questions in there. So I'm just going to snip a bit of part 5, the top couple of questions, copy, paste. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these questions. These are the nice straightforward questions, and we're going to need to know how to do inverses. So let's start off with first of all some basic ground rules on how to solve algebra. Do and undo, and the undo is really the opposite. Okay, so okay, all right, let's have Aisha please join me on this. So Aisha, I'm going to do an add 2 minus 3 multiply by 4 and I divide by 7. So the key thing that I need to concentrate is not the numbers but the actual operation that we're doing. So if I'm going to be doing an add 2, how do I inverse it? How do I do the opposite?
You subtract 2.
And what's the opposite of minus 3?
You add 3.
Opposite time by 4.
Divide by 4.
And then opposite divide by 7.
Times by 7.
Beautiful. Now the key thing here, the one that we are doing that you need to concentrate on, is opposite add is minus, minus is add, multiply, divide, divide, and multiply. So these are the inverses. Now let's grab some of these questions and let's start doing some inverses. So copy. Okay, here we go. So we have x add 7 equals 8. Now there's different ways of actually showing the mathematics. I'm going to show you 2 ways. One is the pure algebraic method, and one is like a little bit of the kind of the trick method, like the quick way of doing it. I will show you both. So I'm going to call this one here now the pure method, okay, which is the proper algebraic method. Algebraic method. So we have Aisha, x add 7. I want to work out the value of x. I want to work it out. I don't want you to do it by looking at it and you know it. Yeah, I need to remove the plus 7. I need to do the opposite of adding 7. What's opposite of adding 7?
The opposite of adding 7 is subtracting 7.
So you have to subtract 7 from that side. Yeah. But if you do it to one side, to keep it balanced, you must do it to the other side too. So this is, you do the same to both sides. So you're left with x is equal to 8 take away 7, which is 1. So opposite add 7 is minus 7 both sides. Next question, question number 13. Aisha, we want to work out the value of x. What's been done to the x?
It's been put over 8.
It's been divided by 8. What's the opposite of dividing by 8?
Timesing by 8.
Okay, so we have to times only one side by 8 or both sides by 8?
Both sides by 8.
So this 8 and that 8 will cancel because you times in dividing, they cancel each other out. So you're left with, what's 2 times by 8 on the right hand side?
16.
16. Remember, this is the algebraic method. This is the traditional, the proper method of solving equations. We can do one more like this, and I'm going to show you the other way as well. And you can choose whichever one you like. Okay, so the next question we have here says 3x equals 36.
I didn't finish copying the other one.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So what is the 3 doing to the x at the moment? It is doing what to it? It is the x, the 3 is, what is it doing to the x?
Multiply.
Multiplying. The multiply sign is not there. It doesn't need to be. When you have a number next to a letter or a letter next to another letter, it automatically means times. So what's the opposite of timesing now? You have to get rid of the time by 3 and get the x by itself. So the opposite time by 3 is,
Divided by 3.
now you divide this side by 3 and the other side by 3 to keep the equation balanced. So the 3's will cancel each other out. And that will leave you behind x is equal to 36 divided by 3, which is
12.
done. So that's 3 questions done in the traditional algebraic method style. So I'm going to choose another 3 questions and another student, and we're going to do it in my kind of, I call it the quick way. Not all teachers like this other method, and some teachers actually kind of complain about it, but it hasn't stopped me in the past. So let's get cracking with the second technique. So this one here is the,
Jenny,
yes, please. Right, put your hands up if you copied those 3 examples down with all the full working out. Put your hands up. I'm looking for the hands. Okay, lovely. That's good. All right, let's choose some more questions and another student. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at I'm going to call this the SIR method. Okay, the SIR method is change side, therefore change sign. Okay, right. I think this little bit of the x is being cut off with the number. Okay, lovely. So let's have, okay, right. Everybody put your hands down for the moment, please. Okay, put your hands down. Yeah.
when we do our homework, should we choose which method we want to use?
Yeah, whichever method you pick up, whichever method you're more happy with, they're both correct methods. So yeah, I'll give you that kind of that facility to choose.
Sir,
Yes.
whenever I do algebra, I do that change sign, change side, change sign.
Yeah, that's no problem. I'm just saying the teachers, people who are pure maths teachers and pure scientists, they don't like that. They think that's like a bit of a cheat method. So they tend to go towards the algebraic method. So I'm going to show you. So I wanted to teach you both methods. So I don't want you to feel that, oh, so we don't know what the proper method is. I call this the SIR method, change side, change sign. I don't know why some teachers actually mind about this method. They don't like it. But this is a method I've been very popular teaching for so many years and stuff. And I love this method. It's really easy and nice. Okay, so we need hands up, please. Who's going to come and join me with these 3 questions? Okay, Sarah's hand went up first. Sarah, join me, please. Question number 5.
Question number 5, 2x
Okay.
is equal to
14. So what's happening with the x?
The x is 2 times x.
Yeah, it's being multiplied by 2. So what's the opposite of multiplying by 2?
Divided by 2.
So we grab it. Okay, folks, circle it. Everybody, grab it. We take it to the other side. So we change side, as the rule stated, we change side of time by 2. What does it become on the other side, Sarah?
Divided by 2.
So the time by 2 gets thrown over the equal sign. It lands on the other side, transforms like a transformer into divide by 2. So we are now left with x on its own, which we wanted. And we got 14 divided by 2 is the calculation that we need to. What's 14 divided by 2?
14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. So x is equal to 7.
Fantastic, lovely, done. Question finished. So as you can see from what we've done before, it's quite a quick, efficient method. You only got one thing to do, move it, change it, done. Okay, next question, Sarah. We have x divided by 5 is 3. I'll leave the question there for copying. Go on.
16.
So hang on a second. Let me write that in red. So x, it's been divided by 5. So what's actually happening? The x is being divided by?
It's been divided by 5.
Grab the divide by 5, everybody. Grab it. Circle it, please. Circle it. We've grabbed it with the circle. What do we do to divide by 5?
You throw it over the equal sign and you turn it into multiplied by 5.
Beautiful. Fantastic. And then we copy the x down on the right-hand side. We copy down the equal sign under the equal sign. And 3 times by 5 is?
3 times by 5 is 15, so x is equal to 15.
Beautiful answer. Oh my days, this girl, she's killing this method. She loves it. Okay. Right. Done. Okay. I think, yeah, next on number 26 now. Number 26 looks the same as number 5. So let me choose a different question for you. Okay. Okay, let me choose a different one. Copy.
So I put it over the question, so it's like you haven't copied.
Good idea. Okay, let's move it over to the side. Go. So what we want to work out here? We want to work out the value of
X minus 9.
and it's been minused by 9. What do we do? What do you do with the minus 9? You grab it.
You grab the minus 9 and you throw it over the equal sign and you do it plus 9.
Okay, so what happens to the x then?
X, it stays on its own. Then you write the equal sign. Then you write 2 plus 9.
Which is, it's already there. I don't need to write it again, but anyway, carry on. 2 and 9 is?
2 plus 9 is 11. So x is equal to 11.
Okay, so I've shown you 2 different methods there, folks. 2 different methods in full view. The top method is called the algebraic method. The bottom method is called the, I don't know actually whether it's even my method or whether I've just learned it from a different book. I call it the SIR method, change side, change sign. Okay, so we got those 2 different styles. I'm going to give you some questions to do from the sheet. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do them. And then I want you to carry on with them. If you get stuck on anything, you can ask for help. Right, are we ready? Are we happy to do some questions by ourselves? Please show of hands, please. Okay, lovely. Okay, so I want you to do the following questions. Okay, I'm going to get myself a timer and put on for everybody 3 minutes. Get started, please, folks. 3 minutes. Where's my timer gone? Make sure you do the full method, please, whichever method you choose.
No.
No, what?
So I use the SIR method.
Okay, question number 23. Let's right, let's give somebody else a chance to do it. Mr. Ibrahim, please join me in question number 23. Let's go. So what's happening? Question number 23, you want to work out the value of x. X has been timed by 3. What do we do with time by 3?
So you drag it all the way to the right, and then you find the opposite of times, which is divide. So then you do so when you drag it to the right fully, you do 3. You get 3 divided by 36, which is 12.
you're not doing 3 divided by 36, you're doing 36 divided by 3. Make sure you say it the right way around, because 36 has been divided by 3. If you did 3 divided by 36, you get 1/12. Okay, number 24, go. Come on. Number 24.
Yeah.
You want to work out the value of x is been divided by 3. What do you do to divide by 3?
You get 3, pull it to the right, and then you times it by, you do 6 times by 3, because the opposite of division is times, and then you get 18.
Okay, at the moment, for the sake of like quickness, I'm just squeezing the working out in the same space, but you'll be obviously copying them out for homework and doing them properly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, lovely. Next one, x minus 3.
You do you circle a minus 3, and then you find the opposite, and then you drag it to the right, and then you find the opposite of minus, which is add, and then you add 1, 2, 3, which is 4.
Okay, so you write down x is equal to 4. Lovely. Okay, good. So we've done a times 1, we've done a divide 1, done a minus 1. Let's jump to question number 28 for me, please. After you go number 28.
You circle add 5, and then you drag it to the right, and then you find the opposite of add, which is minus, and then you do 14 minus 5, which is 9. I haven't done any questions after 28.
Okay, that's no problem. So let's have somebody else. Let's have Aisha join me on question number 27, please.
For number 27, it's x divided by 5 equals 4. So I grabbed it and I moved it, and it would change to times by 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. My answer was 20.
Yes, Sarah? You want? Okay.
How can we skip question number 26?
I skipped number 26 because it was the same style as question number 23. But since you mentioned it, we will fill it in now. Mr. Yahya, join me on question number 26, please. Go.
5x equals 25. So you're going to move and do the opposite
Of what?
of
Opposite of times by 5. 5x is basically 5 times by x. Opposite time by 5 is?
divide
So what's 25 divided by 5?
and 5.
Finish. Now make sure you guys are going to be doing this in your books properly, nicely, with lots of space. I'm just smashing in the space here just for speediness. Okay, lovely. So we have now Yahya, number 29 is yours.
29.
Yeah, 29.
So x take away 5 equals 2.
X take away 5. Opposite take away 5 is?
Add 5.
So what's the answer for x?
5 add 2. Would it equal 7?
Fantastic. Lovely answer. Fantastic. Okay, thank you for that. Talha, question number 30 is yours. Let's go.
It's x plus 9 equals 12. So you have to do 9 take away 12.
You mean 12 take away 9?
Yeah, 12 take away 9. That 12 take away 9 equals 3. So the x would be 3.
Beautiful. Next question, I'll go for it.
31. You're doing dividing, so you have to do 9 times 4 equals 36. So and the x equals 36.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Mr. Hasib, 32 is yours. Go.
Find the
So you need to circle the 9.
No, not the 9. Circle the times by 9. Number 31, you circle the divide by 9. Number 30, you circle the plus 9. Remember the operation. You're not reversing a 9. You can't reverse a 9. You couldn't do it. So you're reversing it times by 9. Okay, lovely. Opposite time by 9 is?
Divide by 9.
Okay, so we do 117 divide by 9 using the bus stop technology. So how many
Eight.
nines?
13.
So x is equal to 13.
Yep.
Fantastic. Are we all happy with these? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, right. Now let me give you something that something a little bit more exciting to do. Something to chew on.
No.
Oh my God. Traumatized students.
Sir,
Yes.
which booklet is this one on?
This is in no booklet. This is my special super duper worksheet, which I'll be sending to your parents by email later on tonight.
I
Okay.
was just about to ask that.
Okay, right. Right. So I have one student who thinks everything's really easy. Yahya, since you think it's so easy, join us on question number 19 and explain to the class how you do number 19. Yahya thinks I don't look at the chat. That's what he thinks. He's wrong. What is going on with this thing? I want to do nice thing.
Did I do 20?
You can do 20. Yahya's going to do number 19 because he's finding things a little bit too easy for his
I
liking.
think I know how to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
sure I'm
we
right,
want
though.
Yahya to do it for us.
I know.
Come on, Yahya. Go. Number 19 is yours.
Okay.
I'm getting old. Opposite of divide by 8, Yahya, is?
Times.
Okay, that's good so far. Lovely. And then how do we actually work that out?
You do
X is equal to 12 and a half times by 8. How do we work that out? What do we do?
you do 12 times 8 and then add a half one, which is 96 and a half.
Okay, so now Yahya saying you do 12 times by 8, which is 96, and then you just add the half onto it. So put your hands up if you think that's right in the column in the chat. So that's actually the answer that Yahya has given me is the answer that 99% of students give me. I want to know, is that correct? So he said you times it by 8 and then you whack a half on the end of it. Okay, nobody's got their hands up. And actually, Yahya, that's actually incorrect. Right, can somebody help him? Put your hand up if you can help him.
Me,
Aisha,
I want to help him.
Come on, Aisha. So we're gonna
What
do.
I would do would be 12.5. So I would grab the divide by 8 and I would move it over to the 12 and a half and change it to multiplied by 8.
Yeah.
But instead of writing down 12 and a half, I would write down 12.5 and then multiply it by 8.
Yes, you could do.
Column
Yeah.
method.
So are you talking about like doing it this kind of decimal technique?
Yeah, and then multiplying by 8 and column method.
Okay, so you got one decimal place in the question,
And then you would
have one decimal place in the answer.
change,
So
you
that will give
change
you.
the decimal place back into a fraction.
Okay, 2 times by 8 is 16. 16 add 4 is 20. 1 times by 8 is 8. Okay, hang on a second. 5 times by 8 is 40. 2 times by 8 is 16. 16 add 4 is 20. And 1 times by 8 is 8. Add 2 is 10. Okay, so that's the answer we get now. You don't need to change the decimal answer back into fraction at all. You can leave it as it is. So the method that you're
I
giving me.
thought there was going to be a decimal there, that's why I said
No problem. The method that you give me is perfectly correct method. So I call this method decimal style.
Sir,
Yes.
I did a different method.
Okay, the method that you do, I think is going to be this one here.
No, I didn't do that method. That's not my method.
Okay, now 12 and a half times by 8. This is my method. You break the 12 and a half into, hang on a second. I think I've actually written it a little bit. Let me try that again. And that's actually not written correctly. Apologies. So it should be half times by 8. That's better. So we are splitting the 12 and a half into its components, 12 and a half. The time by 8 is the common bit, so that stays the same. So apologies for that. Let's rub off the other answer. That was me writing down incorrectly.
Sir,
Oh, yeah, go on.
who's going to say my method?
Yeah, we'll give your method, third method. So 12 and a half is split into 12 times by 8 and half time by 8. Half time by 8 is what? What's half time by 8?
Half times
4.
is 4.
4. And what's 96 add 4?
100.
100.
100. So we get the same answer as Aisha's answer. Now, so this is going to be the third method. We've got the multiplication, the decimal method, which is the Aisha method, which is perfectly good. Aisha method. Next, okay, go on then. Let's have Sarah method. Go.
I did x by 8. X divided by 8 is equal to 12 and a half. X divided by 8 is equal to 25 by 2 because I converted the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Then I moved.
Give me a second. Let me catch up with you. So you change. So you done 2 times by 12. Add 1. So you done 25 over 2. Lovely. Then
I did. And then I moved the 8 to the other side, which then became 25 over 2 times by 8, which then was, if you did it, it would be 2 times 1 is 2, then 2 times 4 is 8, 25 times 4 is 100, so x would be equal to 100.
that is a very nice method. I like that.
That's a good method.
That's a good method. I haven't never seen that method been allowed before. That's a cool method. Okay, I like that method a lot. So we're gonna label this.
I do not understand the type of fractions.
Method number 3. Method number 1. Method number 2. Method number 3. Okay, so there's actually quite a few different ways of doing this question, Mr. It was peasy, written down 25 plus times. It wasn't that peasy, was it? Okay, right. So we can question number 20. Everybody can do that by themselves now. Question number 20. Please work that out. I'm going to cut it out, copy, paste it. It's ready for action. Do whichever method you like. I'll leave the method there for you to look at. Okay, so I'll put on this one 1 minute at a time. I go. Oh my God, I think. Oh, I didn't say easy, I said peasy. What's the difference between easy and peasy? Aren't they just like mean the same thing? What does peasy mean, hard? Oh my God, this boy is writing essays in the comments. Oh my days.
What's wrong?
It's go. Hasib, come back.
Yeah, mute.
12, you circle the 12, then put it out at the right, and then by 12 times by 14 equals 168, and then 12, half time by 12.
Mr. Hasib, you need to pump your brakes. You're going so fast. You're so fast ahead of me. So opposite divide by 12 is?
Times.
So the question has become now, oh, that's too thin. The question has become now, x is equal to 14 and a half times by 12. So what's your method for doing this question? What do you do?
I did 14 times by 12 equals 168.
So you broke the number into 2 parts. Okay, and then what do you do next?
Half times by 12, which is 6.
MashaAllah, what a beautiful, that's the technique. I like that one. That's nice. So 14 and a half in 2 separate pieces. So what's the final answer?
174.
174.
Yeah.
Sarah, are you happy with the answer? 174?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. That's a lovely answer. And that method, I love that method. It's nice and easy. You can use any of the 3 methods or even your own methods. It doesn't matter. As long as your method works every single time, it's okay. Okay, I think we've come towards the end of our session.
Sir,
Gee.
We've got the recording. Stop.